Hi, my name is Edward Shao, and today I'll be presenting on Project QR for See Ahead. QR stands for Quintana Roo, and it is in this region that we have now two business entities. One is Project QR Sargasso, the for-profit. From that, we create three distinct products from sargassum and push this through the S&P 500. The other one is a US 501c3, which basically takes profit from the for-profit and basically funnels that into blue carbon restoration. Now, the NGO can obtain permits for the for-profit, and the for-profit can financially support the nonprofit. So we basically are interlinked there. The nonprofit is has five directors that are liable to change. We can have elections for new directors and slot in people from like Mayan youth, Mexican leaders, who are trained and have a passion for blue carbon restoration once we have that site going. The for-profit is your more traditional C corp. The C-suite comprises Alex McLaughlin Fernandez, myself, and Dr. Michael Gerdes as a C-suite. And throughout this, it looks very vertical, but we work in cells. So we'll basically do R&D in Mexico, R&D in the United States, and production in Mexico. The market potential of our products is very visible. You can see it in supermarket and gas prices every day. The world wants affordable food energy now more than ever. So we can use that gigantic mass of sargassum, and in August of 2022, there were 24 million tons of it. We can use that land mass to basically feed our farms, bring down agricultural costs, bring down food costs, and with the bioenergy produced from that rotten egg smell, we can lower energy costs. The fact that this landmass grows every year means that we can sustainably harvest it and it'll keep growing back. And because we have decentralized production, our operating costs are very low. We won't need, a large factory and trucks and all this paving and construction. Our revenue sources would come from the sale of our products as well as the packaging of what we do as a service for governments, for patents, for science organizations, as well as joint ventures such as one we have upcoming with Galaxy FCT, hydrogen solid storage company. Here are our financial projections, which are actually quite conservative given that we priced fertilizer at around $20 a bag, when in supermarkets we're now seeing $50, $60 with inflation. We expect to break even around year two, and that may happen sooner if we sort of land these 2 to 3 year contracts with the Department of Energy. So our intellectual property moat comprises all this stuff that has expired from prior patenting or was patented for other uses. For example, biogas production was patented in '07. That is now up for grabs. We can play around with that. The methane from our bioproduction was patented by West Virginia University for carbon nanotubes production. So we're partnering with West Virginia University, seeing if we can scale up that research, port that away from the labs into the jungles. And any new R&D we find not only with WVU, but with SUNY Poly for our electrolysis and our hydrogen production and other things we need, that would be new technology. We would package that into the fertilizer and basically create that three-way intellectual property moat with all our universities as co-inventors. These are the exact pathways, and these are 2 year programs or 3 year programs, which will need non-dilutive grant funding and VC capital for. What is unique about us is that we've now split into two organizations. Each organization comes with its own set of stakeholders. So if we work with you guys, our NGO would be a great fit for New England Aquarium, while our for-profit would be a great fit for See Ahead and Blue Swell. As said before, we'll do processing in Mexico, and we'll do the biogas and R&D in Albany. Both of these pathways will include SOS Carbon as a stakeholder, as their license to export. And so our future roadmap is upcoming here. Things are changing every day. But in Q1 of 2024, we expect to, by that time, we should ideally have most of the funding to fund our 3-year programs, which have salaries packaged in them. So that's a little bit about us. We think we're a great fit for the program, and we hope to talk